On a scale from 1 to 10, how free do you really think you are? In all areas of life, how free do you think you are? Because we all think that humans are this free spirit and everything. Most people would say from 5, 7 to 8, around that range. But it's not actually that true. And of course, I could go into this philosophical thing like, oh, how free are we really? And all this bullshit, spiritual bullshit. But I won't. I will just show you how easily influenced you are by the type of content you watch, by the type of people you surround yourself with. And it's actually a lot deeper than you think. So just pay attention, because this is literally the shortcut to success. For the past few weeks, I started watching a lot more YouTube. Of course, I'm a bit of a loser because of that. But I didn't watch this bullshit content of like swiping right in real life or bullshit like this. No, I started watching First Man. If you know Hans, you know these guys. Of course, you know First Man, and you know the type of content he makes. It's around masculinity, girls, like making money, lifestyle, like masculinity, and all this. And I started watching a lot more of it. I didn't do anything new in my life. I didn't speak to any new people. I didn't do anything new. All I did was start watching a bit more of his content. Suddenly, I started talking like him. I started having this urge to speak in his accent, to say the words he's saying, to speak in the same way as him, all because I consumed a lot of his content. I started watching him more, so my brain picked up on that, and it started seeing all these small things he does, his small hand movements, his small speaking problems, everything. And my brain kind of subconsciously put it onto me, and I started speaking like him. Of course, I'm not speaking the same language as him in day-to-day life, but I felt the urge to speak like him, if you know what I mean. I felt this urge to start acting like him more, all because I watched his content. So, or for example, 2 weeks ago, I was heavily addicted to Instagram Reels. I was watching Reels. I couldn't stop. I changed this mindset of, as you can see, I stopped uploading on YouTube, but I will try to get back into it or take a break. I don't really know yet. But I started watching a lot more Reels. And suddenly, I felt this urge inside of me that came out of nowhere, apparently, to start filming shorts, to make those small 30-second motivational reels where you just do push-ups and pull-ups and you talk about motivational stuff and you're your only enemy and all this bullshit, like David Goggins style, like gray and white and black and white, like you know the type of content I'm talking about. I wanted to change my whole plan to YouTube and everything, all because I started watching a lot more reels. I didn't learn how to edit. I didn't speak to people that were doing it. All I did was watch more reels, and I felt this urge to post reels. So you are less free than you actually think. You are influenced so much by the type of content you're watching, by the type of people you surround yourself with. That's why it's so important to choose what you're consuming, to choose the people, your friends, because you know the saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend time with. But in this day and age, it changed. The quote right now is, you're the average of the 5 people you consume content of. So if you watch dumb videos, like the one with like swiping right and left, like Tinder in real life and all that sideman content, you're gonna be like them. Do you want to be like them? If you watch more entertained style content, you will want to be a bit more of a degenerate. You will want to make more money, maybe not in some ethical ways, if you know what I mean. You will just get their traits. If you watch First Man, you will start speaking like him. You will get in this mindset of, oh, optimizing life and the male filter. You know what I mean. You're the average of the 5 people you consume the content of. So if you watch bullshit content, dopaminergic content, you will be like that content. You will be brain dead. You will be retarded. You will not be able to focus. Ever since I became addicted to Instagram Reels, of course I'm a bit better now, but when I wasn't able to focus in class. I couldn't pay attention to the maths lecture for more than 15 minutes and then be bored. And before being addicted, I was just, of course, I wasn't paying attention to the whole class. I was maybe paying attention to 45 minutes of it, but not 15. So the best way is to just change the things you're consuming. Even though the internet is the biggest part of this whole society, it's also about the people you spend time with. If you spend time with shitty friends that play video games every single day, that smoke weed, that go out to party, that are degenerates, that waste time, that are not on the same wavelength as you, you will be more like them. because it's easier for a person that's up to go down than it is for a person that's down to go up. So you might think that, oh, I have this dumb friend, but I will bring him up with me. It's not that easy. People would much rather sit at their current level than change. So all I'm asking you is to just pay attention to the things you're consuming, the people you're spending time with, and your closest group, your closest people, because they have the biggest influence on you. You're not as free as you think. And you can actually use this to your advantage. It's not all bad and stuff. If you watch better content, if you read better books from more advanced people, you will be more like them, which is always a good thing. So this is a fucking shortcut. Spend time with people that are more successful than you. If you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you click on the subscribe button, and also follow me on Instagram. First link in the description. I think the only link in the description. I would really appreciate it, bro. See you in the next one.